This section is guided meditation with Susie, recorded with a live audience. It's based on the Introductory Meditation technique taught by Actualism. We want to thank and acknowledge Actualism for all their support and allowing us to use this approach on this CD for our workbook, De-Stress for Success. Susie's version is considered a full introductory method.
If you would sit back in your chairs, uncross your arms and your legs, place your hands on your thighs. Get comfortable. And if you would begin by simply closing your eyes, or if you're more comfortable, you can just focus your eyes on the floor. Good. And focus your attention 6 inches above the top of your head. This is a place we call the upper room. It is quiet and it is still, and there's no chatter there. And ask your brain to again go into observation mode, where it will simply take note of the sensations in your body. And simply think the thought of a 3-inch crystal white star resting 6 inches above the top of your head. You don't have to see it. Just think the thought. And this 3-inch crystal white star releases a river of warm, soothing, crystal white light right into the top of your head, through your scalp and your skull, gently penetrating into the center of your brain. Just notice the feeling, the sensation, as this crystal white light penetrates each of the neurons and neural pathways of your brain, calming the static electricity. Direct this soothing white light into your forebrain, across the inside of your forehead and your brow. Good. Have the light penetrate to the center of your brain, into each and every neural pathway and neuron. Feel as it moves along the pathways, calming, gentle. And direct the soothing white light into the back of the brain, the old brain, calming all the urges and instincts. Good. Now direct the soothing white light into all the muscles of your face, the bridge of the nose, cheeks and cheekbones, the jaw. And let it flow into your neck like a soothing inner massage. This crystal white light flows in and throughout the neck and into your upper shoulders. Good. And let this light penetrate the upper chest, front to back, back to front, side to side. And this crystal white light begins to lift the weight of the world right off your shoulders. And direct the soothing white light more deeply into the upper body. And ask the heart to let the light gently move in and fill your heart. Ask the brain to notice how the heart feels. Are there any dense places or dead spots? Ask the light to move in and reawaken. Any sharp knife pricks and wounds, and ask the light to move into those spots and begin to heal. You don't need to know why they're there. Just let the light gently move in and heal. And remove from us those things we have taken to heart. Let them lift into the light and evaporate. Good. And direct the soothing white light into the solar plexus, into the bundle of nerves, and let it begin to move in and throughout all of the nerves of your body. Calming, healing, and soothing. Ask the brain to notice the sensation as it moves down the neural pathways and the nerves of the body. Notice the temperature, the sensation. Let it flow all the way out to the bottoms of your feet and the palms of your hand, to the very skin on your body. And direct this soothing white light into your stomach like a gentle, calming inner Pepto-Bismol. And it calms and it soothes. And direct it to flow on down also into and throughout your intestinal tract, very, very gentle. And the light knows where the need is. Your brain does not have to direct it. And the light, as it moves in and throughout your digestive tract, helps us not only to digest our food and absorb the nutrients, but to digest our experiences and absorb the lessons. So we don't have to repeat the difficult ones twice. Good. And then as the light moves in and throughout the intestinal tract where we absorb our nutrients, let yourself absorb what it is you came here to get. You don't need to know what it is. It just will happen. Good. And direct the soothing white light now through the lower pelvic bowl and into the upper legs, the thighs, the big thigh bones and muscles, right into the core of the bones where we manufacture our blood cells, a source of creativity, of healing. And let it flow on down into the knees. Let it flow in and throughout your knees, healing and strengthening. Into the lower legs, the calves, this warm soothing light is in the shins and the ankles, strengthening us so we can stand and walk steady in the world as way showers to others. And let it flow into your feet, the arches of the feet, the toes, and simply think the thought of opening the bottoms of the feet and let this light flow on out, taking with it anything you're ready to let go. Just notice if there's any place in the body that is feeling agitated, the brain wants to get irritated or busy. Let the light flow right into those places in the body that are experiencing discomfort. And just let it go into the light. And let the light flow off your shoulders into the upper arms, the elbows, forearms, hands and palms. And simply think the thought of opening the palms of the hands and let the light continue to flow out there as well. Good. And gently lift your hands off your lap and face them palm to palm without touching. And feel that flow of energy as you bring your hands close together and then pull them slowly apart, in and out. See if you can sense the temperature between your hands, perhaps a spongy sensation. Feel the flow of light between your hands. And when you've had a sense of that, go ahead and let your hands float back down onto your lap, to your thighs. Now simply think the thought of closing off the bottoms of the feet and let that warm, soothing light backfill into the arches of the feet, the toes, the ankles, filling all the spaces that you've cleared out. It flows into the calves, the shins, the bones, filling into the knees, the upper legs. This warm, soothing light fills the lower pelvic bowl and into the digestive tract. Continues to fill into the lungs and the heart. Simply think of closing off the hands. Let it fill your hands, wrists, forearms, upper arms. Let this light fill the upper body, the upper shoulders, into the neck, into the jaw, the chin. Let it fill your mouth. Let the light fill into your ears and your eyes and your nose. Let all your senses be touched by the warm, soothing touch of the light, and let it lift out any sights and sounds that have stuck with us and release us from judgments of others and of ourselves. Clear out the eyes. Take a moment to let that light truly penetrate into your sensory organs so we can have new eyes to see and new ears to hear. Good. And let this light flow gently into the brain, filling the forebrain, the center of your brain. The back of your brain. Let it flow out the top of your head and all about you in a ball of energy 12 feet in diameter in all directions. Let that overflow fill that globe around you. So you sit in a safe, soothing, lighted ball of energy. And notice, because this is who you really are. And now if you would simply focus your attention back on the 3-inch crystal white star, 6 inches above the top of your head. Direct it to move upwards to 3 feet above the top of your head as it expands gently and slowly to a 3-foot star. Let it continue to rise until it is 12 feet above the top of your head. Good. Direct this 3-foot crystal white star to arc out in front of you and all the way down until it is 12 feet below the bottoms of your feet. Again, think of opening the bottoms of the feet and the palms of the hands, and direct this 3-foot crystal white star to spin in a counterclockwise direction, 12 feet below the bottoms of your feet. This is spinning for release. And let that 3-foot star gently rise up that central axis to the center of your body. Gently rise up until it is resting just below the bottoms of your feet and spinning in the counterclockwise direction. And notice the sensation in your feet as this 3-foot spinning star begins to draw out of your body any more tension, any more false images and beliefs about who you are, right out of your body. And it gently rises until you are sitting in this 3-foot spinning star. And it gently begins to pull from your lower half of your body anything that you're ready to let go of, any dis-ease. Notice the sensations, the temperature. This spinning 3-foot star now rises until it encompasses the upper body, the body and the head. You're sitting in the 3-foot spinning counterclockwise star. And it begins to ask all the structures of your body and your head to release into the light anything more that is ready to let go. Notice the sensations throughout your body and your shoulders and your neck and your head. If there's any place that feels discomfort, focus the light for a moment in that area. Good, and direct this 3-foot star to rise until it is again resting 3 feet above the top of the head. Continues to spin in a counterclockwise direction. Draw up and out of the body last remnants of judgments, misperceptions. Good. Good. And this crystal white star rises to 12 feet above the top of the head and gently and slowly stops spinning. Now direct this 3-foot crystal white star to spin in the clockwise direction for assimilation. Arc it forward and out in front of your body all the way until it rests below your feet, 12 feet below the bottom of your feet. Now it spins clockwise, gently rising till we rest our feet just above the star. And notice the different sensation you may have in your feet with the clockwise spinning, left to right, crystal white star. And it rises until we are seated in it, and the lower part of the body rests within this clockwise spinning star, and it fills the structures. It heals. It awakens. It brings wisdom and creativity, protection, healing, kindness, compassion to all the structures of your body. Like a sponge, absorb the touch of the light, and now let it rise once more to where the entire upper body and head were sitting in the star, spinning clockwise. And let it fill, and ask, out of your brain, ask all the structures, all the organs to take what they need. Notice if there are any places in the neck, stab wounds in your back, anxious places in the stomach, and ask the light to lovingly heal. Good. Take one more moment to assimilate all the light that you need. And now direct the star to rise again to just above the top of the head, and let it release a final downpour through your head into your entire body. Loving, cherishing, lighted energy. And direct the star to rise to 12 feet above the top of the head, and slowly it comes to a stop. shrinks back down to its 3-inch star and returns to its resting position 6 inches above the top of your head. And again, just think the thought of closing off the feet and the palms of the hands. The little star lets that light flow all throughout you and overflow, and sit once more in that glowing ball of energy that you are. And know that you can come to this place anytime you choose, in whatever quiet place you need to find. And when you have a problem to solve, or a worry to release, or a future you want to take control of, come to this place of infinite guidance and wisdom, creativity, direction, and rest. And when you return to your daily life, the answers will come. And if you would now begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, and when you are ready, open your eyes and bring your focus back into the room. Wiggle your fingers and your toes, and when you're ready, bring yourself back into the room. And if you would, I'd like to suggest that you keep your arms and legs uncrossed, and let that flow continue. I'm going to give you about a minute to just kind of get yourself back into the room. Let's take a minute of silence. Feel free to stretch, whatever you need. Now take a moment and ask your brain to notice the energy in the room. You've created a rich calm. You feel it? You feel the connectedness that we all have to one another?